Hi Dylan. Today's session will be demonstrating Chinese 3D apps, just apps only. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you how to design with the Chinese 3D apps one by one, and I'll summarize the contents with the comparison with our apps too. So if you have any question, you can bring up anytime you want. I'll be answering.
Okay, nice. Go ahead.
So this is the way you get into scanning software. So what you do, you create new order from the left here. You input patient's name. And for some reason, you have to input the patient's age too. I don't know why, but and you have to designate like two numbers. You can design up to 4 restorations, like as in full crown or tonic, inlay, and denier so far. And you have options about like it. I mean, first of all, their terminology is way wrong. Like it's not dentistry type. It's like I would say restoration type rather say. So if you choose the restoration, you can use certain type of the apps. If you choose the orthodontics, you can also use certain type of orthodontic apps. So you cannot just use any apps with any scanned case. That's one of the odds that I have experienced. And you save and scan and do the regular scanning. I did the scanning prior for this session, and there are for introduction. Let me show you this page first. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 apps, and this one is actually it's not app. It's a 3D printing CAM software, so it doesn't count as an app. But they have 5 apps so far. The first one will be the we call Console OS. I think it means like consultation orthodontics. So it is same as our ortho simulation app. And the second one is called AccuDesign, and it is 3D printable model designing, same as our model builder. And the third one is called Metro Track. It's the app something we don't have. What it does is that you can check the deviation during the orthodontic treatments. So you can upload. I'm going to show you the demonstration later, but briefly, you can upload 2 to 10 different STLs to see the deviation, how the teeth translating or moving. You can see the deviation. And the next one, we call it Temp. I think they named like if they create something, they put like like create, and temporaries. It is same as our temporary or clean CAD app. And next one will be create IBT, indirect bonding tray designing, which we don't have also. So we're going to go over these apps today. And the first one, Console OS. It's a consultation tool for orthodontic treatment. So I did the scanning with the Chinese 3D scanner. First thing, the reason why I had to scan the intro, images because you cannot import any STLs to use the apps. I don't know why, but it's just how it is for now. So to use the apps, you have to scan first. So I did the scan. by my colleague. And if I briefly explain about these sidebars, you can put them on the virtual occluder plane. You can check the occlusion. You can open up the teeth and check the occlusion, showing in color map. You can check the undercuts. And they do have something like dynamic occlusion formats. They can record the patient's jaw movements. Just one. We can record.
Do you know if with Shining 3D can you export like us, like the XML file?
XML file. Let me try that after this. Let me try to export and show you if whether it's possible or not. And you can see the just one, as I said earlier, just record and see the one mandibular movements. And the way you get into the app is under here, like 3 dots here. I was not trained to use this app before I tried this, so I was having like a lot of hard time to locate these apps. So, unless you're trained, what I'm trying to say is, unless you're trained, it's really hard to find the apps, the location. So OS. And one more thing, to use the apps, every apps, you have to either wake up your scanner or you have to hook it up to your computer. It has to be connected.
So it's not, I mean, it's a kind of dangle. It's like Exocad. If you don't have a dangle or the scanner connected, you cannot use it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Worst is it done.
Well done.
I don't know why. So for this sidebar here, you can manage occlusion bites, and you can trim model with the brush tools. You can manage the size and just erase it. And you can even edit surface like sculpting tool from us. They have add, remove, smooth, different term. But the weird thing is, if you try to add some portion over surfaces as the this circle, you expect like this much of portion will be added, as a software user. But as you can see, it's more like little tiny area to be added. I don't know. It looks really odd to me. So, and next step will be tooth segmentation. This is view control. You can control the views. So, okay. To be honest, like segmenting is not too bad. I mean, they're doing pretty much reasonable segmentations on the teeth. And they're showing the teeth number 2. And one thing we don't have compared to the Shining 3D is that this they call adjust frame, but sounds weird. But what they do is that you can actually manipulate the axis of the teeth. You can rotate and designate the lingual or vocal or distal. You can manipulate. I think this is good picture. And let's go to setup stage. And this is the one of the most weird thing in this also simulation app, because normally in our app we set up the plan first and do the setups like with the automation and do the consultation. And this one, it's reverse. Like the app set up first, like with the automation, and lets you do the planning, and it doesn't make sense. So at this stage, what you can do is that you can just see before and the computer generated teeth to maybe compare or to show the patient. I'm not sure, because there's no planning in this before and after treatment. So I don't see where's the point of doing this. Anyhow, now you can get to set up the plan by clicking create a plan here. And system realized that there's no number 15 and 25. And there's options here, as you can see here. But as I said, the terminology in this entire software is way wrong. Let me show you why. If I try to close gap on number 11 or 11 and 21, what we're expecting is that either we could do IPR reduction, proximal reduction, or maybe we can move it to more closely. And instead, what the app does is they just extract it. I mean, I don't know why. Just so in their system, like closing gap means extraction, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it don't make sense.
And you can also do a manual setup. Let's do it. You can do manual setup, like you can move to or rotate it. And one of the cons is that there's no shortcut keys. I mean, I used to be a dental technician too. I used to use a lot of exocad and 3Shape kind of software. You need a shortcut keys to minimize the work time.
Yeah, I mean it's useful if you cannot use it. Actually, we use it in CliniCAD as well. So
yes.
That
What I try to point out. I mean, our app has all those like shortcut keys, because we know the value of the shortcut keys, how they can improve the work time. But for some reason they don't have one. So, and they do have IPR system. You can set up the amount of proximal reductions, and you can adjust the arch. I don't know why it turns to black, but there's supposed to be some arrow. Not black, maybe bug. So my best guess is that the auto setup that you just saw before this planning is based on this arch, this orthodontic arch. They just turn all the teeth location to fit into this arch. That's my best guess. Because there was no planning. And you can add brackets They have a library. All these made in China bracket library. Maybe this is same source for IVT. They're one of their app. Looks not too bad. It's placing brackets. You can move the brackets manually. You can rotate it. You can dump it. So yes, there's an option for these brackets adding to the teeth. And since you set up the new plan, now you can see the animation. You can play the animation. See, this is why I guess the automation was based on this arch. And the problem is that they don't really move this posterior, this excessive, this too aggressive. So, and this is it. This is it all for the this app, Concept OS. So if I summarize the Concept OS. So as I said, the workflow is reversed. Like they do the auto setup first and let the user do the planning later. And teeth movement is too excessive, which comes out as a very unrealistic results, which is not suitable for consultation. And our app or simulation workflow, we do the planning first and do the setup later, which is regional. And teeth movements, we tended to just closing gaps. We rotate the teeth and translating teeth just to close the gaps. So the results will be reasonable and it's really suitable for consultation. And critical error from their app, Shining 3D's app, one of them is that teeth collision. I tried with many, like several cases, the same process, and this is what I got from one of those cases. And teeth collision, they just collide in and just go through the teeth, which will never happen in physics.
Which means it's really common. I mean, can happen really. Yeah, if you try it, can happen.
Yes, yes. It shouldn't happen ever. They have to consider about the occlusions and collisions as well. It is not considered, obviously. And as I said, like closing gap means teeth extraction. It's awkward, wrong terminology. And we can actually split up to 20 stages, as you know, and we can export each split as a mono STL, which let the user can produce thermoforming aligner. And we can design the aligner with the apps as we posted on our YouTube channel. And Shining 3D can split multiple stages. Yeah. There was no, as you saw, there's no option to split into steps. Cannot export. You can upload it to cloud. Let me show you after this. And so that's why they cannot produce anything, a liner or whatever. So sorry. So let's say we are done with this, consultation. The option you have is either they also have these like numbers, but you cannot. I don't know. You can export it as an XML file, and you can rename the plan. You can or delete the plan, and this is the only option you can send it out to somewhere. Let's try to upload it.
Yeah, it was wondering if I mean, what is the purpose to upload it in the cloud? So it's only for what? Share with the patient through the web, because you cannot export. So that's why.
Yes, that's what I wanted to point out. So this is the page that you get to upload. You can either upload and export, but it looks like you can only export only images or the animations for some reason. And let's find out. Hit the export here. I'm going to create a new folder so that we can find it later very quickly. So build. Okay, let's see what's inside the exported folder. This is it. This is all you get from exporting, like orthodontic images. Like I think it try to represent the stage, like initial or to the final. And the animation in video clip. And the last one will be orthodontic view kind of image file. So you don't actually get STL files. And what's the point of exporting things? This is all you get. And let's try to upload it. Let's see something is different. This is something like case talk from us. Like we can share this information to the patient so that the patient can share to their family or friend.
Okay, I tried, but it's not working. It's like, please try again.
Let me try to.
Probably I cannot show you. Yeah, no. By the way, it's not working.
See this one? Mine's working.
Okay.
You can actually move the teeth.
Okay. So actually, they have something similar to us.
Yes, like case talk.
Okay.
But as I said, to produce something, you need the Moho STL, but it won't let you.
Indeed.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's all for this console OS. And next up will be EQ design. I'm gonna choose different model because it has the margin digit. Number 14 and 15. You have two options, like it doesn't make like big differences, but the other one that says like extra dice actually creates the extra dice. Something like our extra dice in Model Builder. It's the same. Let me show you both. Non-separated model. the option you have, you can remove the isolated data, like dummy island data, but I don't think that is. And you can also fill holes. You can manage. It's a trimming tool. You can trim it with the brush or polylines. Basically, like trimming step. Next one would be you're setting the height of the base. And you can set the inside as in hollow or solid. And you can manage the model thickness since there are going to be empty spaces inside. They do have option like infill from us, like honeycomb kind of designing, filling inside for better structure. And they have this text, which is labeling, I suppose. But the thing is, even if I add some text, it doesn't show up. I don't know why. And next one, you can control the drain hole with the diagram. You can move it. Oops. Okay. Maybe I was able to move it, but we can control the drain hole. And the last one is articulator. It's quadrant model, so let's go with the articulator for quadrants. And this is it. Like I don't see any text label. I don't see the articulator. Maybe it's in the middle of development. Maybe. Let's try the other type of model. Like generating the extra lines. Oh, now they let you mark the teeth. $14. 15. Okay, now designating margin.
There is nothing for automatic creation for the margin line.
There was actually, and for like temporary app, they do have automatic margin detection. We're gonna see it later.
Okay.
Okay, I set up the margin here. Okay, now you have some parameter control, like margin width, ditching height, depth, width, hollow, model height. Okay. As you can see, we have model and extra dies based on your margin destination. Still no label. Drain holes. Let's try something else, like articulator small, maybe. I mean, if you go to Shiny 3D, like their YouTube channel for training, it seems it works. You know, I mean, in their clip, there is articulators showing up using this app, but I don't know why it doesn't happen to this version. It's the latest version. I updated. I don't know why it doesn't come out on my side. Okay, still no articulate. So to summarize it, so the workflow from Shiny 3D, this Accu Design app, is just trimming and base setting and attachment setting, which is not working. It's too simple, which means it's not giving like many options to design, not like us. Even no like die separation, there's extra die, but like cut out die. You cannot pull them out. And articulator and label, it is there, but for some reason it's not functioning. And our model builder app is compared to that, we have like ease workflow, which giving many options to design. Die ditching, of course, and articulator and labeling are working. And you have several base designs. And let's talk about the designing options that we set. Chain 3D has only three, like extra dies and draining hole, hollow and honeycomb inside on the three. We have like many. We have 10 articulators and total like 26 design options we have. And for using software, I personally think the parameter control is really important, because with those controlling numbers, you can manage the very accurate outcomes, whatever you try to produce, either it's crown or bridge or veneer or whatever, even model. You need to have the control for the parameters, each parameters, to be accurate.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, we have too many options of 3D printers, so that's why we need to give the user the possibility to change the parameters. So
yes, but their parameters option is this is all like 6. So for me, like the impression that I got is that they're still in the very initial stage of development of the apps. That's what I got the impression, because you need to have like much more parameter controls, and it's same for other apps too. I'm gonna show you. And as we saw, there's no like attachment is working, like labeling, articulator. Only one thing is working is diameter, the drain hole control. It's just summarized. And next one, okay, measuring track. Gotta choose the other scan data. To use the metric track, it is showing the deviation between uploaded STL, like scanned STLs. So during the process, it show you the deviations, like how much cheese got moved or translated or rotated, those kind of deviations. So it says please select 2 to 10 sets of local model data for comparison. So you need at least 2 scan data. These are actually same scan data. I couldn't manipulate with the shape because, as I said, you can use the apps only with the scanned STL. So I try to manipulate it to show you the actual deviation in this particular app, but I couldn't bring it on. So please be aware, these are the same STL. It takes a while, yes.
Indeed. Time for a coffee, I mean. But even for the model, I mean, for the app before, it's like you need to wait at least 1 minute. So sometimes it's like,
Yeah, I mean, this my laptop is really good. It has good specs, you know. Okay, here you go. It's this simple app. There's not much things to explain about this. Like you, the list of you uploaded will be listed here. You can visualize or invisualize with the slider, and you can see by like upper and lower. Just picture yourself like these. These are 2 different STLs, and there's some deviation, and you can use this slider. Like, let's say this one, this one is the initial visit, patient's visit that's scanned. This one is second visit, so you can use this slider to see the deviation, and you can just compare by tip.
okay.
And you can see the section view by moving this circle. There will be like deviation, you know, this is one just one singular line, but there will be deviation. And like our compare app, like design, you can actually measure the deviation. And that's it. You can set the maximum deviation range, tolerance range, and this is it. It's like a show and tell, like when you talk to a patient, showing them like your teeth got moved this much, and or I'm not sure if they can doctors can use this as an analysis tool. Anyhow, this is what it does, pretty much. So this app is not something we have, but we can do very much same job with our designer. If you go to our YouTube channel, there's a one clip that says comparing scan data to calculate teeth wear with the designer. You can do it. You can do exactly same job with our app.
Yeah, indeed.
And the next one, we called create. Okay. So the first step will be the margin designation. You need to, I mentioned the auto margin detection. So what you do, you choose the tooth number here, and you just do the double click over the prepped tooth, then you get this. This is
Okay.
auto detection. It's way off. I choose this model because the margin is digit,
It's clear.
clear and the obvious, right? But this is how they did it. You know, like for dental technician or whoever designed the crowns, this is really hassle. It's very annoying job. You know what I mean, Dylan.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, actually, with the latest version of CliniCAD is like, it's amazing, guys. I mean, it's better than ExoCAD. With the latest version of CliniCAD is like too fast. I mean, you can go ahead really fast.
Yep. That's what I'm trying to point out here. So number 15, do the same, double clicking over the prep and save. I hate margin editing. And as I said, there's no shortcut keys or like drawing tools. Because in our app, you can draw the margin with holding the control key. Very easily you can edit it. Okay. Now it's done. Go to next. Now set up the insertion path. The weird thing is, in our like CliniCAD or temporary, we do, even if there are multiple number of teeth to work on, we finalize two teeth both in certain states and move on to the next one. But this one, for some reason, you have to do teeth by teeth, all steps. I don't know why. So let's say I just finished the setting up the insertion path for number 15, right? And I had to do the number 14. And if I click it, it goes back to the margin designation stage. I don't understand why.
I mean, it's an error. It's not good because if this one is a breach, it's gonna be like a big error with the insertion path.
Exactly. And the next step, like it says position adjustment. Now we have only number 14. We're expecting to have on number 14 and 15 at the same time, but as I said, you can only manage it for number 14 this time. And if you click on number 15, now it goes back to previous stage. And the buckle lingo are reversed for some reason. It's a very critical error. Whenever I try this model, it's the same. Always number 15 goes reversed. I don't know why. I'm going to just go ahead and proceed as it is. Now you get the this crown, two crowns. And how do you like the morphology?
Okay. No, I was saying that really stressful because
Stressful.
I mean, yeah.
Let's see this sidebar features. Like they have sculpting, add remove smooth. They have perimeter adjustment, which are only two. I was mentioning about the importance of perimeter control. They only have two. This one is cement gap, actually. Inner wall user gap is cement gap. And this one is that the width from the margin to the cement gap, the starting point of cement gap. There's no such perimeter settings for minimum thickness, and there should be sectional view. They have the sectional view for everywhere. I don't know why. Is it that important? Anyway, it's good to have one. And interference, this detection, like occlusion stuff. Sure, margin line, and that's it. I mean, I was expecting more for every ask, but it feels like I'm done in the middle of something.
So actually, you choose like single grounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me just double check the form. Did I set up as a single or bridge?
I think single grounds.
Okay. Let's see if that makes some difference. Yeah, I mean, you don't get the connectors. I don't know why. It's a bridge. So to summarize it, Chain 3D has only 4 restoration type you can design, as in like full crown, tonic, inlay, veneer. But us, we have total 7, CMB, shell, coping, honey, cervical inlay, and veneer. And margin detection, as we just saw, is way off. Every time I tried this thing, it was and I tried the veneer and inlay too. And this is what you get. It's slightly close, but still. And the inlay, it's way off. Like all the way to Jason teeth. And compared to that, it's our Clinic CAD auto detection. The same model. I use the same model. Pretty close to actual margin. And the critical error is that there was some corruption when I was designing the inlay. So I try to fix it with the smoothing tool, because sometimes um, when there's corrupted area, corrupted mesh, you can fix it with the smoothings. But not for this app. I tried it many times, but nothing really can be fixed. And as I said, it's really important to have the parameter control for every designing apps. And Chain 3D has only 2 for temporary design, and we have over 10 in total, like inside and outside. And teeth library, Chain 3D has only 1, as you saw. There was no such an option to choose the library. And we have 4 as a default, but also you can customize the your own teeth library. There's a clip how to you create custom library in our YouTube channel. And Cree IBT. So what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to design the tray for interactive bonding here. Probably this little dot is the center of the brackets will be. So you can kind of rotate and adjust the brackets location. And brackets library. You can choose like adding automatically or manually.
A few moments later.
You know what? I don't think it's gonna work like end of this day. So instead,
Probably.
yeah, I have the recorded media recorded.
Okay.
So after choosing the bracket library, so you get these brackets over the teeth, and you get this
Okay.
tray to locate the brackets. And I'm not sure it fits the teeth because, as I say, there's no like perimeter control, like setting up the gap between the teeth and tray, or like thickness or offset. There's no such settings, so you don't know if it's gonna fit in the mouth. Only you can what you can manage is that the thickness of this tray. That's all. You can
Yeah,
all
indeed.
yeah. So that's it. There's no more like settings. And next one is Equiware, which is just CAM software. And it does any other CAM software does. Just locate the product to print and add some supports, and that's it. Nothing special about it. And the last one is that create split. As I said, you can open this particular app only from the CAM software. I don't know why. I mean, if I show you back, like from here, you should be able to access to splints, and but for some reason, you can only access to the splints from here, from Equiware software. I don't know why. Why didn't they put it in same place together? I don't understand. And you have two options to design, as in like night guard and a retainer, and they're same. And design wise, they're same. Nothing's different.
A few moments later.
Something I messed up, I think.
I think they know that we are from Merit, so that's why they block everything.
Okay, they might detect our IP address, or
Yeah, indeed.
but I have recorded it, so so you load up the files, your scan data, and the system automatically creates the upper and lower splits. Or they say it's night guard, and you get to set up the insertion path. You have only these three options for the parameter settings, and they have these margin line settings. You can choose between straight or curve. Like straight means like it will be straight over the cervical area. If you choose the curve, it will follow the cervical curvature for the margins. And the parameter they have, the first one is the retention from us, and the thickness of the splints up to 3 millimeter, and gap between the teeth and the splints, and that's it. That's all they have with the parameter settings. I think they're obsessed with the sectional view. I mean, they have it for everywhere. I was trying to show you the retainer is not different from night guard designing. Basically, they are same. Nothing is different. And the only one app that even Michael admire is that this console report. I'm not sure we can call it as an app, but Basically, it's analyzing tool for scanned image, and doctor can set up the treatment plan with this app. So let's say doctor finished the scanning patient's mouth, and it says AI recognition. And the system try to analyze the scanned data, whether they have some problems. And this is the one. So after you scan upper lower and the occlusion, maybe dynamic too, the system try to analyze the teeth and offers the user to set up the treatment planning, like what for number 15, for example, what type of the problem is, and so doctor set up the problem. Okay, this looks like some dentition problem or residual roots problems. They have this variety list of the problems. They just need to choose.
It's not bad. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it looks good actually. I mean, for a patient perspective, if patient can have the consultation with the doctor with this kind of tool, it looks cool, The doctor set up the description of the problem and set up the plan, how to cure it, how to treat the, problems. Like series of the problems. They have the report to summarize. You can export it as a PDF, and you can just use this page as a consultation. So with this like treatment planning and showing this report to patient, it's good, presentation for doctors. This one looks kind of cool, yeah.
Indeed, really smart.
So you can export it as in PDF as you are watching, and you can share this information with the patient too. So this one is only app that I'm impressed, and so is Michael does.
How long is? It's like 50 page.
Looks like it's like 14 pages. Any question overall? Because I'm done with the demonstration.
No, actually, I never tried it before. So I was in a dental exhibition 1 week ago. No, 3 weeks ago. And I was like, not like trainer, but I was like a doctor. So I just taking a look around the booth of Shining, Carestream, just to see. And they are explaining the apps as well. So, but it seems like amazing, like really similar to Merit apps, but now I can see it's not the same. So
one last thing. Let me show you their clouds. They do have clouds. Okay, this is their clouds. I mean, look at the main dashboard. It looks the same as ours. So you can see the accumulated data, like how much the usage of cases. And you can, if you upload the cases from the software, it will be uploaded to here. So download or send it, copy, patient list.
Okay.
And the
connection.
It looks like connection with the lab.
Yeah, partners.
Yeah. And members. It's about yourself. An institution, I don't know what it means. Maybe information about yourself. You can upload your own images. You have language selection as in Chinese and English and Japanese. Service. Maybe like Christmas technical support. Like printer usage. I think you can control the printer from here too. Sure. And that's it. It looks really like something we have. So,
Yeah.
what's your impression?
From 1 to 10, it's like 4.
Okay, you're very generous.
I mean, it's yeah. I can say like it's. I think they are at the first stage, so I think they are working to get better. But obviously, yeah, for me, from my perspective, it's not good at all. So that's what I think.
Same as me. And okay, I'm gonna go ahead and edit this recorded clip and the one PowerPoint that I showed you today, and I'm gonna share it to you and to all the English user, the trainers.
Yeah,
so that
sure.
we're on the same page. Okay.
Nice. Thank you for your time. It was really useful. Now I know how to fight with.
Because we know the reality of theirs, you know.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Benny. And nothing. Wishing you a really great week.
Okay. Thank you, Dylan.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Goodbye, buddy.
Bye.